Jonathan's viral interview where he said he had no idea who you were and the internet went insane.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
Oh,
man.
so you was really the catch in...
I always say we the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you said.
What was your reaction?
I was sitting on the chair. You just couldn't see me on the video. I just thought that was funny and I thought that was cute that he thought he was good at everything. And then I go on Twitter and everybody's like, divorce this man. He's mean. And I'm like, he's the sweetest. And he never said I wasn't a catch. He said he was a catch because he is. I've never met a man like him. A lot of people that meet him are like, oh my gosh, like I want a man like that.
My girl said, he said he is the catch because he is. And what about it? My husband is a catch, and what about it? So for those of you who do not know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this, but for those who don't know, Simone Biles' husband, Jonathan Owens, he went on and he did an interview. Okay, I think we need to set the whole pace of the conversation. He did an interview, and it was supposed to be a sports interview about himself, right? In the interview, they ended up asking him about his, how him and his wife, Simone Biles, met. And he told the story verbatim, exactly what happened in reality. The reason why we know that's what happened is because she was sitting right there and she has never negated any of the details that he released in the interview, right? He basically let it be known that she is the one who pursued him. And, they ended up hitting it off after a while, whatever the situation was, and they ended up getting married. That sent, women all across the board, women all over the world in a tizzy, okay? They were furious. They were upset about it. And it just reminded me about something that I always say is that, women love to paint the narrative that society has this ideology about them, but it's actually the contrary. Because, in reality, a lot of people, society as a whole, they do not like to see a confident man secure in his confidence. Okay, I have a really strong opinion about that. If a woman is a wife, a mother, a this or that, and doing all these things, they're like, yes, queen, do it. You got it, sis. Do what it is that you got to do. Yes, she's the best. But if a man says the same exact thing, they say, oh, if a man calls himself a king, oh, who he think he is, he needs to humble himself. He is not all that. Foolishness. What I thought was very interesting was that, during the interview, the interviewer asked Jonathan Owens, how did you pull her? Basically, creating the narrative that she is the prize. So when he flipped it back around and exposed the reality of the situation when it came to their dating life, and was very confident within himself, explaining that, expressing to the magnitude of, how much he understands his value as a man and what a man provides to a relationship. I was very confused at how people were upset at him for that. But it's okay if they would have turned it around and said that she was the prize because everybody knows her name. This is why there's a lot of problems within relationships, and this is why a lot of women don't understand how to deal with their counterparts. And it's because you have a title, because you have a certain amount of followers on Instagram, because you have a name, because you have a brand, that means that should be able to equate to you being a good partner. And it means nothing. Just because your name is whatever your name is, just because people cheer for you and just because you are great at your career does not mean that that's going to translate in you being an amazing spouse. And I thoroughly enjoy watching Simone constantly stand in her traditional values against all odds. Okay? Because she's over here like, I don't care what y'all say. Just because y'all know my name, just because I've won awards, just because I am, the best gymnast of all time, just because whatever, that's cool. But you see, when it comes to my husband, when it comes to who he is, when it comes to what he provides, I have no problem standing in my seat. I don't got no problem. I'm the Simone Biles to you guys. But I'm a very different person in my real life with my real husband. A lot of women, the reason why a lot of women are giving her a lot of backlash, and when I say that, listen, this snippet went up and you should have seen the comments on this TikTok page, okay? They were dragging Simone all over again. There was nothing but women in the comments. Oh, I wish that these Simone Biles would know who she is for real in real life. Oh, this is not going to age well when they get divorced. Oh, you know, this is so embarrassing. Oh, she needs to just dump him and move on. She needs to stop. Why is she doubling down on this? The same women who say they support other women, when a woman is standing 10 toes down on how she feels about her husband and agreeing with how he feels about himself, they don't support her. They're calling her delusional. The joke is, the key is that the people who are actually delusional are the women in the comment section. Because they believe that because you achieve things in your career and in the work aspect of your life, that means that people in your home life should praise you. That's foolishness. That's delusional. That don't make any sense. Interestingly enough, these are the same women who, when a man goes out and works and he comes home, they say, oh, that's not enough. But you want her name and her title to be enough for that to equate to him, falling at her feet. A lot of these women don't like the fact that, it exposes that no matter how much you accomplish in your career aspect, in your life or whatever, that when you are in a relationship with a masculine man, it's going to call you to rise to the occasion. A lot of women are upset because they don't want to rise to the occasion. They want to be able to do all the foolishness, say whatever it is they want to say, disrespect him, not follow his lead, act like a know-it-all, have the last word in the argument, say whatever it is that they can and do and feel and just be, not grow, not evolve, not change. And he's supposed to fall to her feet. The only time that women promote, relationships or a woman being in a relationship with her husband, and I have to keep emphasizing the word husband, we're going to get to that later, is because they feel that the only way a woman should be happy with a man is if he is bowing to her and kissing her feet. If he's sure of himself and he also has value within himself, that's not good enough for them. They're like, absolutely not. Girl, what are you doing? You sending us, a million steps back. You're supposed to be advocating for the feminist movement. You're supposed to be advocating for men being beneath women. And she's like, I don't care what y'all say. I know what my man brings to the table. That's why I was chasing him. Simone Biles is saying, I have no problem saying that I chase this man because I understand the value of having this man as my husband. I know that I might not sit down and tell y'all all my business. I might not sit down and tell you guys the intricate details of my life. But just because you guys know the Simone Biles, he knows me in real life. He knows me for real. He's a good leader for me for real. He is a good man for real. They don't want to hear that. They're like, no, sis. No, girl. Just please. Humble him. Say something. Say something so we could expose him. And to think, there are women who are sitting there probably, finding their way into his DMs just to create a scandal so that she can have the rug pulled from underneath her feet. And for what? Because she chased her husband and because he said as a man that he values himself. And that he believes that men are the prize in relationships. Speaking of husbands, right? I could see, okay? I could see if it was a situation where, you know, maybe he was just like a situationship with her. Like a friend, kind of like a boyfriend, not really, not claiming her, don't really want to be with her. You know, I could see if it was a situation where he was kind of like not really down for her in whatever aspect. And then she's having this conversation and it's kind of like, girl, you know, I could see if he made her a baby mama and was pulling her along down the road years down the line. And you could see that he made her a wife. A lot of the women who are the naysayers, who are talking about him, who have all this negativity to say, to be honest with you, they have no idea what it even means to be in a relationship. Let alone be somebody's wife. Let's really talk about it. They haven't even been in the vicinity of a man who actually wants to claim them. They have never even been picked. They've never had a man's full, unadulterated, attention only on them. But they want to tell you how a husband is supposed to treat his wife and what a husband is supposed to say. According to who? And I have to say it again. If a woman values herself or even overvalues herself, other women love and appreciate it. But when a man is telling you unapologetically how it really happened and what the real situation is, y'all are mad. Why y'all mad? Would you want him to do? Lie? Create a facade? Tell you something that wasn't really reality? Because he's telling the truth. And she's saying, yeah, and he is a catch. Because even though my name is the Simone Biles, even though I have accomplished so many things, even though I've won so many medals, I knew the qualities of a man that I was looking for and I found them in him. And when I did, I had no problem driving for hours to come and meet this man. I had no problem getting on his page because at the end of the day, all of the things that you accomplish, again, does not translate to you being a good wife. You still have a role to play. You still have a position to be in. And people are upset. They're furious that she is standing in her traditional space. Yeah, I don't care what I did. Yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah, all the medals. Okay, awesome, cool. So what? Being a wife is my priority. I'm a step back. I love being at his games and cheering for my husband. I love being in my rightful role. Because I know what the relationship really is. Child. I respect it. Okay? I respect what she's doing. I respect her doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. I respect the love and admiration that she has for her husband. And most importantly, I love the esteem she has for her husband. Those that get it, get it. Those that don't, could never. Could never. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.